Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of me. You'll get nightmares standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
Hello everybody and welcome back to another live stream today. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day today, and we are going to get right into the live stream. So before I do that, I am going to be getting up the plan for the D23 weekend. So give me 1 second. Okay, so now I will put this on the screen, which will be the plan for this weekend, just as a recap for everything we will be doing, and then I will show all of you some predictions that I do have for specifically the Marvel live action panel. So I expect this live stream to maybe be around 30 minutes long, maybe a little bit more, but no longer than, than around that time. So, let's start by me sharing our plan for this weekend. So, there's this new feature I am able to do, and I am going to I'm going to try it right now. So, um, it's kind of new. It's a pretty cool system. I think it's going to help a lot. So I'm going to add this, and then on the screen, instead of me um, trying to share my screen, I can just put this on the screen just like that, and then you guys can see that page just like there. I'm going to go right here so you guys can see it. So we are going to go over the schedule now. So this is my personal live stream schedule. Um, while I'm talking about my predictions, I will put on the screen the full schedule, which is everything you are able to, which will be if you're actually attending D23 that you can watch. Or if you're not attending, some of these panels will also be online for free that you can watch live, which is super exciting. And I'll be doing that. So, um, first we are going to begin with Friday. So Friday we do have a the Disney and Marvel Games Showcase. So I do want to make this clear that it is this Friday. This is Friday the 9th. D23 is the 9th, 10th, and 11th. So we only have 3 days. We have 3 full days. We have the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then the 9th is when D23 starts. So I do have to go to school on that 9th. But as soon as I come home, right at 4 o'clock, we do have a panel which we are actually able to watch live. So they are broadcasting that one, so we can watch it live. I'm going to take the chance, and I think I am going to live stream it. I'm just going to be really careful. Um, I'm going to be have my mouse over the button. So as soon as it starts showing clips or anything from the actual show or whatever, then I will remove it from the stream just for copyright. And I'll also be having my face cam, or not my face cam on. I won't be having my face cam on, but I will be having just my little profile picture up. So then I am able, to maybe have less of that chance, and then also um, put on the, like a ticker like that. So that pops up and all those things. So hopefully it should be okay. And I just realized by doing that, I totally forgot to say when we started that this is everything DC, Marvel, and more. This is I'm going to be going over my D23 2022 predictions. I am your EDM host, Luke, and be sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications if you are enjoying the video. So if you are wondering what D23 is, it is like the Disney Expo. Now it's not just Disney, it's mainly like a Disney Plus Expo, um, where there will be having everything on Disney Plus, so Star Wars, Marvel, National Geographic, then Disney and Pixar. So all of those, I'm getting better at just knowing what they are. Usually, it's always so funny because I always say all of them, and then most of the times I forget Disney. So yeah, it is always um, very funny that I always forget that one. So that is what all of D23. That's what D23 is. So on this list, I compiled a list of all of the either Marvel or Star Wars content and put it all together. So the first one that they will be live streaming live so we can watch it is the Disney and Marvel, keyword Marvel, games showcase. So this is from 4 to 4 to 4:40 p.m. EST. So that means that I will probably be live um, at 4 because normally these games showcases takes a little bit to kick in. So I'm not going to be going live any earlier than 4, even though I know it start or no, actually sorry. I will be live before 4. And usually we can't watch them live and I just have to wait for the news to break out. But since we are actually watching this live, I do have to start a little bit earlier. So around 3:45 to get the countdown, and then also to get my introduction through, so I don't feel rushed. That should bring us up to 4 if I start my live stream at 3:45. So I'm gonna start it at 3:45, and then probably end it around 4:45. I am a little bit busy that day, so it will be. Um, I don't plan on going any longer than that, so I will only be live for when the um, that panel is. So the description reads that it says tune in to the Disney Marvel Game Showcase for announcements, trailers, and reveals for new and upcoming games from Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, which is also like Star Wars, and 20th Century Studios. So that's all for Friday. And then Saturday, we have a busy day full of content, the main day. And we have our studio showcase day 2, which is Marvel Studios, Lucasfilm, which is also like Star Wars, and 20th Century Studios. So this panel they will not be showing live, sadly. So instead, I will be giving you guys live content through news. So I compiled a big list of news sources that this includes discussing film, the official Marvel page, the official D23 Twitter page, all these pages that always provide minute, as soon as it drops, provides the news. I will be looking through all of them and giving you guys all that information. And that's what I'll be doing for that panel. So because it is all kind of combined Marvel, Lucasfilm, and 20th Century Studios, it is from 1 to 3 p.m. EST. I'm not sure because they wrote it this way. If they do Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm first, and then they move over to 20th Century Studios, I might just end if it's getting kind of boring. But if it's they're still kind of going here. Here they have a little bit of Marvel, and then they have a little bit of Lucasfilm, and then they go back to Marvel, and then they go, to 20th Century Studios, and it's kind of wherever, then I'll be live that whole time. Because it is just reading the news, it takes about 15 or so minutes to get the news out, but once it has started, then it does start because, at D23 or all the expos, there might be some delays and then also introductions. So I'll be live around 1:15 that day to or actually probably 1 o'clock. So by the time I do my intros, it will be 1:15, and then we already have 15 minutes of that panel that already started. And that's going till 3 p.m. So I'm not sure when I'll be ending my stream, but expect sometime around there. Then finally at night, we have a little bit of a later night live stream, but thankfully it is Saturday. We have the Disney's Epic Entertainment Showcase, the musical The Extravaganza, which is going to be streaming live, so we are able to watch it live. And that's from 6:30 to 8:15 p.m. EST, where they will be having a bunch of never before seen previews of original content for Disney Plus, Disney Channel, and Disney Junior. So keyword Disney Plus, that would maybe include and um, Marvel and Lucasfilm, aka Star Wars. And even if it maybe will not, this is kind of like the big D23 like panel, which I'm excited for that they are live streaming it, so we are able to watch that live. Then this goes over to Sunday, this is not a panel. Instead, I will just be reviewing on my own all of the new comic news because there are some comic panels at Marvel, but it's kind of hard to, record that live. So instead, I will just be reading news from all of it that was announced during the weekend. And then I'm planning on doing that live stream from 1 to 2 p.m. on Sunday. So that is my plan for the weekend. So be sure to join if you can, because no matter if I'm reading news or if I'm watching it live, I will be having live content for you, which is super, super exciting. So, next, I did want to go into our second topic point, which before, just while I talk about this, I will be putting this on the screen. This is the presentation schedule, so you guys can be sure to look at that. But so I want to talk about DC fandom. So DC fandom, if you guys did not know, it was canceled this year. I think DC said an official thing that they want to, go, more in having live panels and live conventions instead of virtual conventions, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, DC fandom has been canceled. DC fandom, the first one was really, really good. DC fandom, 2 is a little bit iffy, and then just turns into canceling it, which is a little bit disappointing. But um, but yeah, definitely a very interesting thing to happen. It actually says here attendance. Um, 22 million people watched DC fandom in August of 2020, and then 66 million people attended DC fandom in 2021, which is crazy, but also really cool at the same time, because so many people watch that. So it's a little bit sad that they did cancel it. I don't see it returning anytime soon, so that is a little bit sad. So, next, let's go over the reason why you guys came here, and that was for my predictions. So I'm now going to take. Okay, I'm going to take this off the screen, and I'm going to now put this on the screen. Okay, so this on the screen right now is all future Marvel projects in timeline orders. This is very important to say because this is not just all the announcements or projects they announced at San Diego Comic-Con, because if you guys don't remember, San Diego Comic-Con, they had one panel for animation, one panel for live action. So, and so I compiled a list after San Diego Comic-Con, like right after it, I made a list of announcements for the live action and the announcements for the animation and put it together in timeline order of release. So I made this. You guys have already seen this before, but I'm going to show you again because it's been a little bit, and then I can, tell you guys some of my predictions that they might say, and then also some other people's predictions. And honestly, a lot of it will be some other, Marvel fans' predictions, and then me talking about my honest thoughts on it. So D23, I'll just write this in. So let's go over this really quick and just kind of give everyone a refresher, a refresh to what, to what everything just what everything was announced. So starting out, we did have I'm Groot. So actually, I probably could take this off of the screen because as finished, I can actually give you guys my thoughts on this. I thought it was kind of, I think the animation was really, really good, but also I think it was really confusing to me that it was all like different shows, if that makes sense. Like it was all I Am Groot, but then it wasn't just like a show and then episodes. It was like one of those things where like there's different shows for each episode, which was really hard to kind of follow along. And like I think I found out that I actually watched the first episode that was supposed to be in the series. I watched that one last, and then I watched like the last episode first. So, and I think I also heard like it doesn't really matter what order you watch it. Like it didn't matter, but like there's like just in terms of like if people noticed, like Groot was like younger in this episode, so that means it came first. So like it's not really official, but also like it kind of just makes sense if you watch this one first, this one second, this one third. So also because we got this announcement that this was coming out, I think like 2 or even potentially 3, like 3 years ago, definitely 2. And it took them this long to make it. It was only um, 5-minute clips. So it was like, and another thing too is like, I know clips. It's like I know I said short, so I knew it would be short. But I also thought too, like it was 5 minutes, and like 2 or 3 minutes of it um, was credits. So like there's only 2 or 3 minutes of actual content times 5. That's 15. So it was like 15, maybe about 20. So just to kind of sum it up, for the whole show, it was about 20 minutes of content, which is like a normal 20-minute show. So it was like 20 minutes of content. Took 2 years, around 2 years to make. So 20 minutes of animation. So it was definitely a little bit interesting, but I think it was definitely a nice thing to have before we get, all these Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. Next is She-Hulk, Phase 4, which is a live action series. She-Hulk is actually going on right now. I think we're on episode 2 or 3. I actually just watched I just watched the most recent episode that came out just a little bit before this live stream. I thought it was really good. I've heard a lot of people don't like it that much. Um, I think I think it's actually pretty good. I liked WandaVision, and I think it's kind of like WandaVision where they break the fourth wall, which I like. So yeah. In terms of D23 predictions, maybe they will show, and I honestly think this is probably likely. They might show a She-Hulk trailer, like just an extra trailer at the end, just be like, "Hey, by the way, who watches She-Hulk?" And then everyone, be like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, I watch it." And then they show like a trailer for the most recent episode or whatever, or like a little tease. So I think that would be definitely a possibility, which is super super exciting. So next is Phase 5. The first thing. Oh, another thing too to mention is this is the last Phase 4 movie or TV show. The last thing in Phase 4 is this. So movie, TV show, whatever. This is the final thing in Phase 4. So there was like a spoiler for today. So if you haven't watched it, you can pause the video and then skip this part because I know it's live. You can't skip it because it's live. So you can pause it and then skip it, but whatever. Um, where she like looked at the camera, Jennifer Walters, and was like, "Hey, it's not like one of those shows where there's a cameo every week." I think what they might be doing is they're trying to do that cameo every week because this is the final thing in Phase 4, and because they're not really having like an official big like Avengers or Marvel movie to end it off. They're having this show, and then they're trying to have kind of like mini cameos come in to sort of tease Phase 5, tease even potentially Phase 6, go back in the phases with like the Shang-Chi stuff, and then also go back and like I don't know, I just other things, if you know what I mean. Let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking about my prediction about how they're kind of trying to do that instead for She-Hulk. Next is the first Phase 5, which is a movie, and it is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Pretty excited, in theaters November 11th, 2022. Very excited for that. I do think they could a maybe release a trailer for that. I know they already released one trailer, maybe release like another promo, or maybe release like some characters, like some pictures of some characters, whatever it may be. So yeah, whatever it may be, I think they will definitely release something for this movie. Next is a unknown phase. The reason I did this is because they did not put. So whenever you see unknown phase, that means they did not put it in the official timeline. The official timeline is, for example, right there, that is the Phase 5 official timeline. As you can see, What If is not in that timeline. That's why I put unknown, because not that it's not canon, it's just it wasn't in that timeline, so I put unknown, even though it's like in the time that all the other Phase 5 movies came out, it's not in the official Phase 5 like canon. But it is canon, it's not like it just doesn't matter, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But that is so. This is the next thing to release in timeline, like date order. It's kind of crazy to think, just because there's such a big jump, and obviously we went. When they were announcing this, they didn't announce animated stuff during this panel. But if you didn't know, the next thing after Black Panther will be What If season 2, which is early 2023 animated series. Um, Maybe a trailer for that. They usually like to do stuff or something about that, because it's about 6 months out around ish. So, because we have September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, so around 5 or 6 months. So we might get like something more content for that. Next is Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. February 7th, 2023, live action movie, officially going to be in Phase 5. Then, officially in Phase 5 in the timeline, is the live action series Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion, which I'm super, super excited for because of, Nick Fury and just everything. I'm super, super excited for that show. I think it's definitely going to be, I feel like it's almost like reminding me of Captain no, Falcon and the Winter. I was like, I kind of forgot if they called it Captain America and the Winter Soldier, because it's like, how he kind of changed Captain America, but it's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This show kind of reminds me of that, how it's going to be like in that speed, which is super exciting. And that's in spring 2023. Next is Guardians of the Galaxy, which is in theaters May 5th, 2023, live action movie, and is officially part of Phase 5. Then after that, in officially Phase 5, will be Echo, which is a spin-off from Hawkeye, which is with the Echo character. Kingpin will be in that series. It will be airing summer 2023 on Disney Plus, live action series. Then also during summer 2023, so we could have sort of what happened with She-Hulk and what happened with She-Hulk, and then also what happened with Miss Marvel, how we could be getting um we could be having Echo in like June, and then Loki in August, so then it's not like they overlap, which seems like what they do a lot, which would be exciting. um then we have Captain Marvel 2, which is the Marvels. They didn't have like an official block, like square type logo for Marvel, so I had to pick Captain Marvel 2 one, but is the Marvels Phase 5 live action movie. Next is X-Men 97, which is fall of 2023, which is an animated series, and it is not officially in a phase number. Then is Blade, which is a movie, and it is Phase 5, and it is November 3rd. Then fall 2023 is Ironheart, which is going to be releasing around the same time as the X-Men 97, which is officially in Phase 5. Then in winter 2023, so around, I would say, December, January, February time, we'll be getting Marvel Studios' Agatha Coven of Chaos, which will be a live action series in Phase 5. Then after that, sometime in 2024, this is why I put it in the beginning, because it could either be January 1st, 2024, or it could be December 31st, 2024. So whatever it may be, it's 2024, Spider-Man freshman year, animated series. Then is Marvel Studios' Marvel Zombies, 2024 on Disney Plus, which is a animated series, and it is not in a official phase. So yeah, it's not in an official phase, but it is Marvel Zombies. Then we have Daredevil Born Again, which is an 18 episode series, the first ever Disney Plus 18 episode series, spring 2024, phase 5, which is a live action series. Then after that, May 3rd, 2024 is Captain America New World Order, which is a live action movie, which is in phase 5, which will be having Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Then after that is the Thunderbolts, which is in theaters July 26th, 2024, which is in phase 5. Ignore that question mark. It is for sure in phase 5, and it is a live action movie. Then after that, the Thunderbolts is the final phase 5 movie, because then in phase 6, the first phase 6 content is a live action movie, and is the Fantastic Four, which is in theaters November 8th. Then we have the Kane Dynasty in theaters May 2nd, 2025, which is a live action movie in phase 6. And then November 7th, 2025, we have Avengers Secret Wars in theaters on November 7th, 2025, live action movie, which is in phase 6. And that is the Multiverse Saga. So here's my prediction is everything you see on the screen right now. Phase 6. So, well, first, if you look at phase 5, you can see everything's filled out, nothing to announce. Phase 6, we have something in fall 2024. 2 things in fall 2024. Then we have 2 things in winter 2024, 2025. Then 2 things in spring 2025. Then we have 2 things in summer 2025. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of 11 pieces of content, 3 were announced at San Diego Comic-Con. There's still needs to be 8 things announced for phase 6. So my prediction is they are going to announce all 8 of those final content things that they are making. Now, assuming that some of these will be movies, they might not announce movies because it is the D23, which is the Disney Expo. So it may not be, movies, but potentially for sure the TV shows on these dates, which I'm super, super excited for. Now, to get into, some of the things that you guys were saying, you were saying that, so Matt Ramos, credit to him, some of his predictions was that they're going to have a Werewolf by Night trailer. So Werewolf by Night, I did not provide that, which I could have, but I did not, and that is because I just forgot to. But Werewolf by Night is the werewolf guy was in Moon Knight. If you watch that show, Werewolf by Night will be having a movie, which will only be releasing on Disney Plus. It's about, I don't know the runtime. I can look it up, but it will be a movie, and it's a Halloween special for Marvel. Will be on Disney Plus. I don't know if they announced the runtime. Werewolf by Night. Disney Plus. So the runtime is 1 hour. So the special is 1 hour long. So it is 1 hour long, a 1 hour movie of Werewolf by Night. So they're thinking about getting a trailer for that. And because it's a Halloween special, then obviously it's going to be coming out around October, and it's September. So yeah, I would assume a trailer. Footage of the Marvels. So as a reminder, the Marvels will be premiering. Marvels will be premiering. Oh, right there. 1 second. July 28th, 2023. So in about 1 year and 1 month. But they have been filming, so they could be having, yes, indeed, some footage. The Thunderbolts lineup. So if you guys don't know the Thunderbolts, which that movie will be releasing. So a lineup for who will be in the Thunderbolts or who are the Thunderbolts. Wonder Man casting and updates. So Wonder Man is actually is going to be a movie that is coming out, or it's either a movie or TV show. I cannot remember, but something for the content of Wonder Man will be. Yeah, it is a series. So Wonder Man, which is a series, will be coming to Disney Plus sometime. So we will be getting some um, some footage of that. One second. Okay. My screen won't. My screen, like my tabs went black, so it was kind of weird, but I think we are good. So yeah, so Wonder Man will be a series, so some casting updates on that. I could agree. I think that could definitely be the case. Fantastic Four casting, very much true, and then a Deadpool 3 announcement, which could also definitely be true. So let's see. This person had some ideas for D23. So they said, um, actually, here, I'm trying to find just like a mixture of some. So looks like a lot of people are saying The Werewolf by Night. A lot of people are saying, for Star Wars, people are saying the Mandalorian Season 3 trailer. That is also very much true. Yeah. What is some of your guys' predictions? So what do you guys wish will be at D23? And then while I wait for some of your guys' responses, I will um, we'll just wait here, and then you guys can tell me what are some of your guys' thoughts about the whatever we will be having at D23. Okay. And then I didn't mean that. Mandalorian trailers. Yeah, I would definitely agree. I think a Mandalorian trailer would be good. I don't really watch um a lot of um I don't really watch a lot of Star Wars content, but I do watch The Mandalorian. I do really like that series, so I would be really excited if they do announce that, which I do have to say I am um, very excited that they put all of the the Marvel and the Star Wars content in one panel, so then I don't have to be, live for like 4 hours. Instead, just be live for 2 hours for both content on both big panels, which is super exciting. So yeah, that's really exciting. So I'm happy that it's all together. So I'm excited to see stuff from both Marvel and Star Wars, and then also the video game panel. I'm also super excited to see. Um, any other predictions that you guys do have? I do definitely think if I had to say one thing that I'm like pretty sure that they will be announcing is those final 8 spots in phase 6. So then they just get phase 6 done. And then by the time next year's San Diego Comic Con comes, they can do phase 7 and part of phase 8. And then by the time next year's D23 comes, they can do the rest of phase 8. So that's kind of how I think it would always run is at San Diego Comic Con, they always announce one whole phase plus half. And at D23, they announce that other half of what they announced the first half. So that's what I always think they'll do. That's kind of like the trend I think that they will always follow, which is um, exciting. And yeah, I saw this comment here while we're waiting for some other predictions and things that people are looking forward to. I thought that the I'm Groot series was pretty underwhelming. Yeah, I would agree. I think it was. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be really that big, considering they did say shorts, and I think it was announced that the run times would be like 5 or 6 minutes. But I think even that, it wasn't really like the content was kind of iffy, and also just not really knowing a solid idea of what episodes first and how they weren't all together in one show. They were all just kind of like different shows, and you just had to guess which ones were which. And I mean, if I didn't know that there were five, I would probably spend another couple minutes trying to figure out like, okay, is this the last episode or is there more? So I knew there was five. So once I, did the fifth and final one that I watched, I knew that I was done. But yeah, like I thought I would have to set it on around like 30 minutes or even maybe 40 minutes to watch all the I'm Groot stuff. Um, but instead it took around like 20 or even 15 minutes. But I think it was definitely nice though, because like instead I'm glad it all released at once, because if it like was a thing where it released like one episode a week, I feel like it would have been like, to get the amount of time it takes to load up Disney Plus, find the episode, click start episode, wait for it to load, wait for the intro to go out, all that stuff. By the time it would take to do that like every single week, the episode would have been like the same amount of time. So I'm happy it wasn't just like one episode a week for like 3 minutes of content. It was just all at the same time, so you could watch it all, which I definitely think was really really good. Um, I do like She-Hulk. Yeah, I do really really like it. As well. Agree that She-Hulk is being treated like a fill-in for the Avengers movie with all the cameos. Yeah, because we so far, had Bruce in the first episode, Abomination, and the second, Juan in the third, and then I don't know about the fourth, but I know sometime towards the end, um, we are going to be getting. Um, I think maybe we will be getting a certain character. Um, I won't say who, um, in case people don't want that spoiler. But yeah, um, there are some pretty exciting people that some people might be excited about that are going to be coming from a certain new television series that's going to be coming to Disney Plus, which is super exciting. So I think I'm going to end the live stream there because we have been live. It's going to go up to 45 minutes. So I think I will end the live stream there. So I hope all of you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and week. I will see all of you guys back September 9th, the start of D23 at 3:45 to go over the first live panel of the video games. So stay safe, stay awesome, and most importantly,